The alien woman lay motionless on the ground. When the human soldier said his name, she leapt up. The battlefield was quiet. Smoke drifted in wisps over the broken ground. Shattered metal, fallen drones, and the lifeless bodies of soldiers, both human and alien, were scattered in a grim mosaic of war. Somewhere in the chaos, a figure in gray and black armor moved carefully between the wreckage. Sergeant Dax Renner of Earth's 7th Expeditionary Force was searching. He wasn't looking for weapons or intelligence. He was looking for her. He found her near the ruined husk of a downed transport, lying face down in the ash and dirt, her violet hair tangled and streaked with blood. Her armor, once a sleek shimmer of blue and silver, was cracked and blackened. One arm lay twisted beneath her, the other limp at her side. It was her, Captain Sireya Vel-Tharien. The last time he'd seen her, she was defying her orders to help him escape. She'd drawn fire away from his pinned unit, charging headfirst into enemy forces. He never got the chance to thank her. Command called her a traitor. He called her a friend. And now she looked dead. Dax dropped to his knees beside her. He gently rolled her over. Her face was pale, her lips slightly parted, her eyes closed. No rise or fall in her chest. Her breathing, if it existed, was so shallow he couldn't see it. "No," he whispered. "No, not you." Her species, the Theri, had strange physiology. Their bodies could mimic death when critically injured, preserving energy and focus on healing. But even with that, she looked too still. "Seria," he murmured. "Nothing. Seria, it's me. Dax Renner." At that, something changed. Her fingers twitched. Her lips trembled. And then, suddenly, impossibly, her eyes shot open, glowing faintly violet. In a single motion, she sprang upright and swung her good arm toward him, stopping just short of striking his throat. She stared at him, breathing hard. "You said your name," she said hoarsely. Dax exhaled in disbelief. "You're alive. I heard you. In the dark." Her hand fell away from his chest. Everything was fading. "But your voice," it pulled me back. He caught her as she swayed. "Easy. You're hurt. My ribs are broken. Arm too. I was shot twice," she muttered. "But I'll live." "Good." He smiled, then glanced around. "We're not safe here. Can you walk?" She looked down at herself and winced. "Barely." He slipped an arm around her. "Then lean on me. I'm not letting you die out here." She didn't protest. That surprised him. The way back through the battlefield was slow. Dax kept one arm around Seria, guiding her through the rubble and smoke. More than once, she staggered, gritting her teeth, but she didn't complain. "You shouldn't be here," she finally said. "Neither should you. I was left behind." "No," he said quietly. "You were abandoned." She said nothing. They reached the edge of the field and ducked into a burnt-out bunker. Dax scanned the interior. Empty. Safe enough for now. He eased her down against the wall and started patching her up with what supplies he had. "Your people," she said. "They'll kill me on sight. Maybe, but not if I say you saved my life." "I already did that once," she said with a faint, bitter smile. Dax chuckled, though there was no humor in it. "I didn't forget." Silence settled again, broken only by the rustle of bandages and distant thunder from far-off artillery. "You called me back," she whispered. "What?" "When I was gone. I was floating, cold, dying. Then I heard your voice. My name." Her eyes met his. "You pulled me back." Dax didn't know what to say. He reached for his water pack and handed it to her. She drank slowly, her hands trembling. "We're not so different," she murmured. "What do you mean?" "You and me, human and Theri. Everyone says we're enemies. But I saw more honor in you than in my entire command. That why you saved me back then?" She gave a tired nod. "I knew it would mean exile, maybe death, but I couldn't let you die." Dax swallowed hard. "Then I owe you everything." They sat in silence. Smoke still rolled across the horizon. Distant cries echoed through the ruined valley. War hadn't ended. It had simply moved on. Hours passed. The sun dipped lower. Shadows stretched long and sharp. Seria was resting now, her breathing steadier, her skin warmer. Dax sat beside her, watching the entrance, rifle in hand. When she spoke again, it was quiet and uncertain. "If you leave me here, I understand. I'm not leaving you. They'll call you a traitor." "Then let them," he said firmly. She looked at him, studying his face. "I never forgot you, Dax," she said, "even after the war turned worse. Even when they told us all humans were monsters. I never forgot you either," he said, meeting her gaze. "Every time I thought I'd die, I remembered your voice, your face, the way you didn't give up on me." A long pause. "I didn't think you'd remember," she said softly. "I did," he replied, "and I came back for you." She stared at him a moment longer, and then finally her expression softened. "Then I'm glad you said your name." The next morning, they moved again, slow, careful, silent. They evaded patrols and drones. At one point, Dax carried her on his back for nearly a mile, until she protested and made him set her down. They reached an extraction point just after midday. A friendly signal blinked green. A dropship descended through the clouds, stirring dust and ash. When the ramp dropped, 2 human soldiers raised their rifles. "Who the hell is that with you?" one barked. "She's coming with us." Dax said, "That's an enemy soldier. She saved my life, and I saved hers. She's not our enemy." The squad leader stepped forward, scowling. "You're risking court-martial." "I'll take it," Dax replied, not backing down. Seria stood beside him, silent and proud despite her injuries. The squad leader looked between them. Then he sighed. "Fine, but this goes straight to command. No promises what happens next." "I'm not asking for promises," Dax said. "Just a chance." They sat together on the dropship, side by side as it rose above the battlefield. Below, the war still raged. But here, between them, something had changed. "You said my name," she whispered. He looked at her. "I'd say it again," he said, "as many times as it takes." She reached out, took his hand, and held on,